All right, what's going on, big dogs? So, Nintendo, Big Dog Nintendo is back at it again, suing another company. And this time it is one that I think we all saw coming, but it just happened to take longer than we thought to come down the pipe. And I am, of course, talking about Palworld and Nintendo. This is one that I think everybody kind of just forgot about for a while now because Palworld has kind of dipped in popularity. And you hadn't heard anything from Nintendo really since the start of it when they said that they were investigating their options basically at the beginning when Palworld really took off, and you haven't heard anything since. So I think a lot of people, including myself, kind of forgot about this, but it's finally here. So let's dive into it a little bit. Let's start with the Palworld side of things. So Palworld for me and for many other gamers was the finally fun, crazy spinoff of the Pokemon games many of us have been asking Nintendo for. Those games, much like the Call of Duty series, have been washed and reworn more than my lucky underwear. And like those underwear, the more I wear them and the more I reuse them, the more holes and the stretchier the waistband tends to get. And Pokemon has gotten incredibly stale over the years. Pokemon, like my parents, refuse to change to the times or even try to add any type of spice or new fun ideas to the game. And many people, including myself, have stopped playing the Pokemon games altogether because of their lack of initiative. It seems like all they want to do is push out the same product the next year, but with a new cover art and a new final Pokemon. It's not anything new, it's not anything fresh. And the little things they have tried to do that are new and fresh, they've really just half assed it and made it really underwhelming and not fun whatsoever. It almost feels like they just could have went without doing it, you know? A lot of letdowns to say the least. Now, fun fact, I actually gave the most recent Pokemon game a try, and I brought that shit back to Target faster than you can say Pikachu. That game was a hot, stinky pile of garbage. It was terrible. Constant frame drops. It was laggy. The textures were ugly. Many of the older Pokemon games look much better. Like I am of the people who believe they should go back to that top-down view that they used to have. Or if they want to make a good Pokemon game, they should go like full RPG style with high-end graphics, like Unreal 5 type shit. Just go balls in on it. I think that would be super fun and super innovative, but they're never going to do that because it's Nintendo and they don't innovate shit. They probably are still using dial up for all I know over at Nintendo because they just don't change anything. It's always going to be the same. I'm surprised they changed to making video games from when they were making playing cards. Like that was a big jump for them, I'm sure. And they haven't changed anything since. That's how far behind Nintendo is. But anyways, Palworld decides to come along and it absolutely knocks the Pokemon genre out of the park. Everybody, including myself, was calling this Pokemon with guns. And it's not like this game was a small release. Like, in the sense it was released by a smaller studio, yes, but this game was the biggest trend for almost 2 months on Twitch. And it is still pretty damn popular now. So the fact that it took this long for a case to even come through from Nintendo, I mean, everyone knows that many of the pals in the game are almost identical copies and are basically just palette swaps of a lot of the skins of Pokemon, a lot of the characters of Pokemon. It is basically the you can copy my homework, but don't make it too obvious meme come to life, is really how bad the some of the copying is in Palworld. And many people, including myself, thought that that was going to be a big portion of the lawsuit that was going to come from Nintendo. Like I was assuming that this was just going to be a large copyright lawsuit. But then I remembered how long this took. And I started thinking, well, maybe they found something even bigger. And so I opened the article and I started reading. And it turns out that Nintendo is actually not suing Palworld for copyright at all. They are actually suing Palworld over infringement of a patented product. So this so far has absolutely nothing to do with copyright, which is astonishing to me. Again, many of the pals are blatant ripoffs, blatant copies of Pokemon. And it's incredible to me that that is nothing to do with this lawsuit right now. That's incredible. Now, we don't know what they're exactly suing them over. So I guess before I get too far ahead of myself, I should explain the lawsuit a little bit. We don't know what the patented product is, but many times in video games, the patented product or the product that the company has rights over is like a system in a game. So, say Halo decided to patent the way their HUD looked in the game, or the way that their menus operated, or Destiny, for instance, has a very unique UI system, very unique menu system. So, let's say they copyrighted that, then nobody could use that menu system anymore, even though it's really good and it would benefit a lot of other games. If they patented it, only that studio could use it. So this has a lot of people thinking that Nintendo has a patented right on the way you catch Pokemon, which is you throw an object at an animal in like a forestry area with tall grass. And that has a lot of people thinking that that's what it is. And that's been the hot topic, at least on Twitter so far, or the big guess on Twitter so far. And the other one I've seen a lot of people talking about is like the Pokedex in Palworld. It's very similar to the Pokedex, like the real Pokedex in Pokemon. So that's another one that it could be. But all of this is still just kind of up in the air. We don't exactly know what's going to happen, when things are going to go down, that type of stuff. All we know is that this is a infringement of a patented product, apparently. And I'm excited to hear what patented product that is, because then I would learn something new. Honestly, it would be kind of crazy to see that maybe Pokemon does own the right to their really shitty UI or something. I don't know. Like, that would be kind of crazy. But yeah, I think that's really all there is for this story. There's nothing too major yet. The more we find out and the more we know, again, once the lawsuit actually starts going on and maybe there's actually some court meetings and stuff like that, I'll update you guys on the situation. But I just thought it was super interesting and it was something I could pass on to you guys. So if you did enjoy the video, remember, please leave a like, comment, of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, guys. It all absolutely means a ton. Don't forget to check me out on my socials. Links will be down in the description below. I am live almost every single day over on Twitch. So if you want to come see me, just come say hi, come chat. I'm live almost every single day. I try my best to be over there as much as possible. Just trying to start a dope community with you guys. So if you want to swing over there, leave a follow. That'd be great. We're almost affiliated. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video. And until the next video, guys, Godspeed.
I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body in Harvard above me.